where sports take center stage, four voices rise above the noise. Welcome to the Unfiltered Sports Podcast, where raw meets real, honesty has no off-season, and nothing gets sugar-coated. Hosted by Todd, Maddie, Dominic, and Randy. It's your weekly dose of unapologetic truth, gut-busting comedy, and hard-hitting analysis. From recaps to pick'ems, no filters, no excuses, just sports the way it was meant to be. This is the Unfiltered Sports Podcast.
Hey, welcome in everybody to the Unfiltered Sportscast as we're here live on a Week 7 recap and Week 8 preview. We'll get to all the picks and everything.
Right.
But first off, just to let you know, I am Todd Fox. We have only two of us here tonight. The third, Randy, will be joining as soon as he gets home. He had some work stuff to take care of. But we won't have Dominic, the Dominator, here tonight. So
No Dominator.
No Dominator. We'll figure that out. But we will talk about all things NFL. But to my right, it's like old times, my friend. We used to do the football show, just me and you.
Yes, we did.
The one, the only, Matt.
What's happening, everybody? We're going to hold it down for you guys tonight. We miss you, Dom. We miss you, Randy. Well, Randy's going to come later, but.
Yeah, Randy will come in here. And Dimitro, we should have I'm not sure if I'm going to do a Ducks show tonight, but we'll talk definitely about the Ducks here coming up because it does get trumped a little bit when we do the football show. So what we want to do to get started here is first welcome everybody in, and we will talk where we were right and where we were wrong in Week 7. And I got to get to Dominic's. We'll probably hear from Randy later on, but he said where he was right was the 49ers, as he called that bounce back win on prime time versus.
First of all, he got lucky.
And we're not bailing on the Ducks recap. I'll jump into a Ducks recap, I guess, after this one. I'll do that.
Sorry, Dimitro. I'm a Kings fan, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we have to record. We have to record this football show first.
Yes, sir.
But we will get into the Ducks. Where he was wrong was he picked the Commanders to beat Dallas, and your Cowboys, Matt, took care of business.
Yes, we did.
So they have that right there. So we'll talk. He did leave a message as far as for the 49er game, which we'll talk about later. And he also left his picks. So with that being said, I'll get into where I was right and where I was wrong. There you go. Where I was wrong is I picked the Jags. And I should have known better, not to cheat a friend. No, I really thought that the Jaguars would show up on prime time. And you know what? Someone told me same old Jaguars. And trends are in football. As much as we don't like to think they are, teams carry that over. And the Jags are one of those teams where they look like they're really, really good, or they're on the cusp of being something better, and they always fail you. So there's where I was wrong picking them. Where I was right, the Colts went into to Los Angeles and got revenge on SoFi Stadium and took care of business like they should have against the Rams, defeating the ugly uniforms of the Chargers. We'll talk about that as well. Matt, where were you right and where were you wrong?
I was wrong on a lot of occasions, the Bengals in particular, the Jags, of course, but I was definitely wrong picking the Vikings over the Eagles. I thought they were going to sneak a win. Carson Wentz getting some revenge on his old team. They made it interesting, but the Eagles beat him up, and I was wrong on that one. Where I was right, I think I was the only one on the island of picking the Cowboys. I had a feeling, man. And then also, too, 3 of their wide receivers were not playing, so that also was a big factor in. So I was right there.
Absolutely. And I mean, it was a big win for the Cowboys, keeping their season alive. Mateo, on the Angels, we'll have a show tomorrow for you about Kurt Suzuki. Not impressed. That's just my initial thoughts. So with that being said, we got a lot of football to talk about. I have some highlights, and hopefully YouTube doesn't kill me.
Don't kill me.
Let's talk about the recap, shall we? So we will talk about Week 7's recap, and this one started out kind of fun here on a Thursday, a game that was called the Uncle Bowl. It was Cincinnati, which was Aaron Rodgers and Joe Flacco Flacco for Cincinnati and Aaron Rodgers for Pittsburgh. These guys had combined like 46 years of NFL football between them. So let's get to the highlights, shall we? Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. Here's the Steelers late in the game, down 6 points. Aaron Rodgers would hit the tight end right here, and he would get loose for a big touchdown. And it looked like at this point the Steelers were going to steal one as they were down 10 points at one point. But the Bengals come back. Look at this play here to Mr. Chase, and he does the smart thing by diving down. They were able to run out the clock, and there's your game winner right there. The Bengals are suddenly alive now, Matt, at 3-4, while Pittsburgh drops to 4-2. So essentially, the Steelers are only up a game and a half on the second place Bengals. I got to ask you this. First off, can the Bengals sustain this? And are the Steelers in trouble of possibly losing that division?
I don't think they're in trouble. I don't think the Steelers are in trouble. That was one of those games where they left too much time on the game. Over 2 minutes. That's plenty of time to just kick a field goal. And Jamar Chase was having a game, man. Whoo! Jalen Ramsey, hey, ate him up. But shout out to Fairmouth on that catch for Pittsburgh. But I think they can make it interesting. I really don't think Joe Flacco is going to be that guy. He might make it interesting. I don't know. It was the first game they had on him. And those divisional games, I don't think they will make any noise. I think Pittsburgh definitely got a big lead on that one. Cincinnati's going to come back down to earth, man. You watch. And then the Ravens might come back and get Lamar Jackson. I think they're too far back to catch up to Pittsburgh. We'll see. But I think it's Pittsburgh to lose.
Okay, good takes right there. And I got to say this about the game right here. Like you said, Chase had a great game. You also had Higgins have a good game. But the ground game was a difference maker. Not too often we see the Steelers get shredded like that on the ground. Looking ahead, two questions right here. Can the Bengals get the run game going consistently? Because before Thursday night's game, they were one of the worst in the league. And number two, Matt, they've got the Jets and Bears next. Now, I know the Bears have won 4 in a row, but the Jets are the Jets. The Bears are still beatable before they play the Steelers. Those are 2 games. Do you think they can keep the run game going? And do you think they can go 2-0 before the next matchup with the Steelers?
The game against the Jets will let you know. Honestly, I think the Jets could have them, because the Jets are very interesting, man. They can be close or they can get blown out. But being that the Bengals are a team that is without their heart and soul and Joe Burrow, they could be had. And so when you got a 40-something-year-old quarterback as your lead guy, you can get to him. And the Jets defense, despite them being 0-7, they are actually pretty decent. I'm not saying they're great, but they're decent. I think they can get to the Joe Flacco this week. So the Bears, I think they'll lose. They'll lose to the Bears. I know the Bears can be up and down, but I think they hit a switch after that game against us. Caleb Williams has just been spectacular. So I think he hit a switch and hit a stride. So I think they split, but they could go 1-2.
That's true, but man, imagine if they go 2-0 and Pittsburgh has a hiccup, man. That could be for the division lead.
Oof.
So yeah, that's me crazy. It's gonna be something to keep an eye on, or it could be nothing. It could be nothing after that Jets game. You know what I mean? If they don't show up. But like you said, now we move across the pond to another game, which was Sunday morning, the wake-up game between the Jags and Rams.
I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't watch it.
Look, this one right here. Look, this is all game, bro. This is 4th. You're able to keep the defense on the field that long, you're gonna torch them. And the Jags have a decent defense, like you said. I picked them. I thought that they were gonna beat the Rams, but man, what a disappointment, Matt. And I can't stand this because there's always like 1 or 2 teams in the league where they have the talent, they have the coaching, and then they come out and they lay an egg or they underperform. And definitely the Jags are one of them, right?
Yeah, and not only that, they were playing in London. That's low-key Jags home field. So I thought they would take the advantage of that and assert dominance. Because the Jags is one of those teams that's very surprising this year. I don't think no one thought they would have the record they have now. I think they were 4-3. If I'm not mistaken. So that's actually a plus. So I honestly thought that they could sustain the Rams and keep up with them offensively, but that offense looked horrible. Brian Thomas, man, not having a good year. Not having a good year at all. Trevor Lawrence had a bad game. What's his name? Goddamn, Travis Hunter had a pretty solid game. But other than that, the Jags went to bed, and I'm so disappointed in them.
Yeah,
but
go ahead.
I will say this though: give credit to the Rams. The Rams are actually pretty good. They're pretty good. They're a well balanced team. Matthew Stafford is a good quarterback. They got a nice running game in Williams, and their defense is still definitely top 5.
Yeah, they can be good at times, and that's the scary thing about our division. And we'll talk more about that as we'll probably talk about the standings. Yeah, the division is really good. The 3 teams that exist in that division.
Don't forget Arizona.
Again, the 3 teams that exist in that division. Because, listen, the Cardinals could be right where the freaking Jets are. Come on. Think about it. They barely beat the Panthers, and they barely beat the Saints. Outside of that, they've been beaten every other game. But I will say, fool's gold for Trevor Lawrence, the Mr. WNBA superstar.
Oh, here you go.
23 of 48, 296 and a touchdown, no picks. But those sound good, but no. And again, like you said, 8 catches, 101 yards, and a touchdown. But come on, man. The Jags, they couldn't get it done, and they can't execute, and I think that's their biggest issue.
That was a disrespectful play. 4th and 1, and you're going deep instead of running. That's disrespectful. That's telling me I don't trust your defense. You ain't stopping me. Come get this touchdown, baby.
That's a genius being like, I'll show you what a genius I am.
Man.
Now let's move on to the New Orleans Saints, who have been very feisty. They came into Chicago to take on the Bears.
Hit it.
Isn't that bad of a quarterback? He's not going to get the job done, unfortunately. So Rattler went 20 of 32, 233, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. Nice running game for Swift, but in the end, the Bears get the win. And I'll tell you this, Matt, the Bears all of a sudden are 4-2 in the thick of that division.
And I think I picked them to beat second in that division. I saw it coming. I didn't see this early. I saw it coming. But I will have to give a shout out to Dom on this one. Thank you, Dom. And I'm sure Mario will thank you too. Jake Moody has been phenomenal since going to the Bears. That man gave them about 12 points alone? Give him some credit. And if you had it on your fantasy team, he got you some points there for a kicker. Give him some credit. But no, seriously, the Bears has turned things around. And I'm telling you, after that Cowboys game, when they blew us out, I just think they just got confidence. Caleb Williams is playing like the highly sought-after quarterback that he has been, that he was supposed to be. And he's playing a really good game. Didn't have to do too much, only 172 yards. He didn't throw a touchdown. He did throw a pick. But I'm telling you, something is different about him. I just feel like he got a little more confidence. And like you said, Rattler, he had 2 touchdowns, 3 picks, man. Not bad, but man, I don't think he's that guy. So, but the Saints, man, Saints are one of those teams. Like they're a little better than the Jets, but they could have a better record. They could definitely have a better record. They've lost some close ones. So, I still think the Saints, they're not going to turn it around and make the playoffs, but they can definitely be a tough out.
They could. And the Bears, I mean, look, they're not going to rush for 200 yards every game, but they have an opportunity. If they get some kind of ground game that does open up for Caleb Williams, takes the pressure off of him. And, they did a decent job winning this week. And they have the Ravens next week. So
Rattler.
Yeah. And by the way, let's get into the standings real quick. I don't have the fancy schmancy graphics, but I can tell you before we move on to the next game, who's where. The standings look like this. Where did it go? Right here. Here it is. So you had for the viewers, we'll have to tally it up later. Omar went 13-2. Ron went Ron went 11-2. Mario or 11-4, I'm sorry. Mario 11-4, Eric 10-5, Matt 10-5, Mateo in the butthole at 10-5.
What?
The
Hey,
Dominator.
Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah. The Dominator lived up to his name. He went 13-2.
Boo.
Yours truly went 10-5. Maddie
Nice.
went 9-6. And Randy
Uh-oh.
carving up that butthole at 8-7.
You get back here, Randy, so you can do that graphics.
Exactly. All right, let's move on to another game. This was supposed to be a stinker. I picked the Dolphins, and boy, was I wrong.
So
Miami Dolphins on the road. Look at this run right here, Matt. This wasn't even close, bro. And Cleveland handled them pretty easy.
You know what? I picked the Dolphins too. I thought the Dolphins would turn things around. Last week they looked pretty good, even though they lost in a tough one. I thought their offense would turn around, even though they don't have what's his name, short man. I can't even think of his name right now. The receiver.
The one that's injured, right?
Yeah. I can't even think of his name right now. Yeah. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Even though they don't have him, they still got Jalen Waddle. Darren Waller's been playing good. They still have David Etienne, and he's been balling. So I thought maybe they could do this. I know the Browns defense are good, but dang it, Dolphins made them look like an all-star, man. The Browns, man, they killed them. They killed them. And for those who picked the Browns, you guys suck. All right. I'm never picking the Dolphins again. They're done. I think if next week they're gonna lose again this week, and Daniels was gonna get fired.
Yeah, Tamir 20 is saying, I'm surprised he hasn't been fired yet. And again, he's still leading the league with no socks. That guy is a douche canoe, man. I don't know why he hasn't been fired either. And again, the Browns
he's half black or a third black.
Yeah, I think so. I'm using the card. I'm using the card. Damn it. But no, look. The Browns played very conservative. Only 18 attempts, 116 yards for Dylan Gabriel, but they kept it on the ground and they just played field position. And the Dolphins killed themselves. And man, oh man, Tua threw his team under the bus after last week's loss. And what do you say now? But get benched. So Quinn Ewers, I don't know if they officially gave him the start for this week, but we could see the 5th round draft pick, I think it is, get a start for the Dolphins, which is crazy after all the things that Tua's gone through. But 31-6, bro, they were hammered.
That's embarrassing. That just tells me something's not right now in that locker room. Something's not right. You only put 6 points up, and Tua's not a bad quarterback, and you still got Jalen Waddle, who's definitely a top number 2 receiver, and you only put up 6 points.
Yeah.
Something not right. And like you said, he threw his team under the bus. I mean, he threw his team under the bus and rolled over.
And see, if you do that, Matt, as a leader, you got to come with it. You got to ball out. You got to show up. You got to be the man. You can't be the reason why they lost. And he was primarily the reason why they lost.
Primarily throwing them picks.
So now we move on to which in all essentials, okay, let me start over. In all actuality, this was the Vrabel Bowl. I had the wrong word, my man.
Yeah, Tua makes $50 million a year.
He does. Patriots at Titans. And he threw it behind him. Look, Cam Ward had another untouched fumble, which led to another touchdown for the Patriots. I'm going to give him this first year. Although, just like Richardson last year, who I said was a bust and is a bust, I'm sticking with Cam Ward being an absolute bust. I don't think he's going to get it together. I don't care who they bring in as a coach. I don't like the way he throws. I don't like his decision-making unless he does a complete 180, Matt. That was a terrible pick. Agree or disagree?
I'm going to say I can't say, okay, I can agree for what I'm seeing for right now. But as far as not turning around, I disagree. I think he has potential to turn it around. I hope he does. I don't think he's like a Richardson. But he has been making a lot of rookie mistakes. I will say that. Hopefully his O-line helps him out. But he's playing with Tennessee, man. Tennessee, they ain't been the same since, the early 2000s, man. They're not that great. I don't know. He don't got no weapons. I just think he's going to turn it around a little bit.
Okay, so then also with that, couple of that, you're probably going to see a release of the former Cowboy running back. The name is
Tony Pollard.
Yeah, Pollard might get released or traded. You already released Tyler Lockett. It looks like they're
Ooh.
just going to go extremely young and
Ooh,
to try to
Tyler
finish.
Lockett's on the market?
He's on the market, yes, sir.
Boy, if we had him as a third receiver,
He'd be a great possession receiver for anybody. That's for sure.
Jerry, he ain't gonna do nothing. Let me not get my hopes up. Jerry don't do nothing.
And Jerry's gonna be like, does he play defense? But they were spanked, dude. And the Patriots, I thought it was gonna be a bounce back year. We all thought that they were gonna be a little bit better, but I think they're way ahead of schedule. They're playing very good.
Way ahead of schedule. I thought by next year they'll be a lot better. But Drake May said, "Man, hold my cookies. I got something for y'all." He has been balling. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's been balling. I got to give him all the credit they deserve. I didn't think they would turn it around this fast. Now, can they keep it up? I don't know. They do have a soft schedule, but look what they did to the Bills. So are the Bills top teams? Yeah, they are. But I don't know. I think the Patriots definitely turned it around sooner than we thought, and kudos to them. For real.
Absolutely,
Drake May is balling.
He sure is, man. And it's gonna be fun to watch. They got some pretty good games coming up here soon. So that'll move us on to the Raiders.
Your favorite.
On the Chiefs. And bro, they might be worse than last year, which is not what I expected. Yeah, let's see the highlights here. Could the touchdown right here to make it 14-0? And then
give me them.
The Raiders, being the Raiders, turn the ball over again.
My question is this: how did they not recover that fumble? They were two people deep right then and there. Come on now.
Bro, that play just sums up how they're playing right now. 31-0.
Don't you miss Geno?
No, not at all. You can have 11 freaking Max Crosby's out there, and they're not going to do nothing. But this is, again, I've been trying to tell some of my Raider friends that this reminds me a lot of Seattle's first year with Pete Carroll. Like he did not know. He went with the guys he knew with the USC. He brought some guys in that shouldn't even been in the league, and he had them starting with the Seahawks. I mean, do you realize, Matt, the starting free safety for the Raiders is Jamal Adams? I thought he was out of the league.
I thought he was. Damn, he's the starting safety?
He's a starting safety.
Jesus.
And so because Pete Carroll knows him. And
but he ain't been the same since he left you guys.
I know, and he wasn't even good when we had him. He was only
don't do that. He had a couple.
He was injured all the time.
Stop playing. I can smell the hating from that.
But it's true. But all I'm saying is, like, I could see them picking up Tyler Lockett. You know what I mean? Like, I could see them doing things like that because that first year in Seattle, Carroll went through like 200 players, dude. He set the record for most transactions. And he's starting to do that with the Raiders. They got a long way to go, man. And I just thought they would be a little bit closer, a little bit, I didn't think they would be winning a lot of games, but my God, they look terrible. And, Geno's leading the team with 9 picks. And I saw a stat real quick, Matt, before you get into this game even more. The Raiders only had 15 interceptions between the 3 quarterbacks that they had all of last year. They have 9 or 10 already this year from one guy.
Dang.
Yeah. Ugly, right?
That's very ugly. Very ugly.
And see, when we talked last week, Matt, we agreed on one thing. The Raiders usually play the Chiefs pretty good in Kansas City. And boy, were they smoked, huh? 31-0. Don't it, bro?
Ooh. I mean, it was bad from the jump, man. From the jump. And like T-Mer said, this was a scrimmage game for the Chiefs. I mean, no pressure whatsoever. It made the Chiefs look like a top 2 team in the league, which they're not.
That is true. They're a fool's gold 4-3, which we wouldn't have said prior. But Pat Mahomes, 26-35, 286, 3 touchdowns. He was able to be lifted in the fourth quarter. Now this moves us on to a game where I think we kind of predicted this, but it was closer than we expected. Tamir 20's Eagles held on for a 28-22 victory in Minnesota.
You goddamn Eagles.
Vikings fall to 3-3. Eagles go to not an impressive 5-2 for a championship team.
Oof.
So he gets it to his 2 disgruntled receivers. And this game was a little close. But again, I mean, if you take away that, I think there was a pick 6 too by Wentz. Maybe the Vikings still won, but they're just not good enough with Wentz. And Man, dude, Eagles, bro, your impressions, they're in your division, man. Do they look Super Bowl caliber at this point to you?
At this point, at stages, no. Probably in the beginning of the season, I would say yes, but right now, no. I got to see a little more because they did have a 2-game slide. They just bounced back. It was an impressive win. I'll give them that. I'll give you credit, Teamer. It was an impressive win against over a 500 team, so that's pretty good. But I just got to see a little more. I got to see if they're consistent. If they're consistent, then I have to say, okay, they're Super Bowl ready. That running game isn't what it was last year for sure, and you're going to need that running game when it comes to the Super Bowl or when it comes to playoffs, that is. So hopefully that running game, well, I don't hope it gets better, but if it gets better, then definitely there'll be a scary team to face in the playoff.
Yeah, I agree, and I think if anything, if they can find their way to continue to go deep like this, that will push the safeties back and open up the run game. So we'll see. We'll see if it happens.
Hey! Don't be laughing at that. Don't be laughing. You stop making fun of me, Kyle.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
You leave me alone. Y'all being very disrespectful.
All right. So now let's move on to the what the fuck game of the week.
What was it?
Or who gives a fuck game of the week?
There it is.
And this one lived up to the hype. It was pretty bad, dude. It was Jets at home against the Panthers.
It wasn't that bad.
It was bad. I have two questions for you right here. One is, were you impressed by the Giants? Actually, were you impressed by the Broncos coming back and winning that game? 33 points in the fourth quarter. They were losing in the fourth quarter 19-0, number one. And number two, can the Giants recover from this loss being so young?
Okay, well, I'm impressed with the Giants. I actually was. For them to put up 32 points against a defensive team like the Broncos, even though their defense isn't the same as last year, it's still a solid team. For them to put up 32 points, I was impressed. For them to be up 19-0, I was impressed. I thought I lost that one. Another pick I lost. I was impressed with the Broncos, but also disappointing. You should not be losing 19-0 to the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all. But for them to come back in the fourth quarter and score all their points in the fourth quarter, that was impressive. Do the Giants recover? I think they can. Jackson Darts, he got a little swag to him.
He does.
He been hanging around some black people growing up. Jackson Dart got some black people in his life. Right now. He got some swag.
Hey,
he
Matt,
got some swag, bro. I'm like, okay.
Matt, does he have his invite to the barbecue?
Oh, he invited. He invited. I don't know if he can bring potato salad, but he invited. But he got a little swag to him, so I think he can bounce back from this. Like, I have confidence. And his team is actually, dude, the Giants are surprising, man. They might, dare I say, they might beat the Eagles this week.
Ooh, we'll get into that. Hey, they're 2-5, Matt, but if they keep playing like this, can you justify firing Dable? Because I know a lot of people want Dable fired regardless, but if he keeps them close to 500, or even if they're below 500, but they're like this, where every game's one possession, at least in the fourth quarter, do you think he saves his job?
I mean, winning always saves your job. Think about Dave Roberts when the Dodgers were losing and then they won the World Series. Now everyone's saying keep Dave Roberts. Mm-hmm. So winning definitely keeps your job. So if they can keep a winning streak and get close to the playoff, they might not make it, but if they can get about 2 games close to the playoff, I think he'd keep his job. So
okay,
yeah.
Well, check out these numbers for the sophomore and the freshman. Sophomore Bo Nix, 27 of 50, 279, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Then you look at the freshman, 15 of 33, 283, 3 touchdowns and a pick. So not bad.
Not bad for the youngsters.
At all. That's the future of the NFL. Part of it, anyway. There's a lot of
Bo Nix is nice.
Yeah, he's a good quarterback, man. Now we move on to the ugliest jerseys in the league so far. And that's the Chargers. I'm playing the surprising Colts.
Oh, that Charger jersey ugly.
Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you one thing, man. The Colts, every week they're impressive, man. So the Colts, my friend, are 6-1.
They for real.
Gaining confidence, man. The defense did its job. And the freaking offense, bro, between Daniel Jones and Jonathan Taylor and the receivers, That's a scary looking team, my friend.
Very scary. And I think outside of people in Indianapolis and maybe Randy, I think Randy picked them pretty high this year. No one saw this coming. No one saw this coming. I think a lot of people favored the Texans to win that division, all based off of a pass of C.J. Stroud, but they look horrible. And the Colts, man, Jonathan Taylor is easily an MVP candidate. I know they don't really give it to the running backs, but dang it, he's definitely an MVP candidate. Daniel Jones is playing really good football, and it's very shocking to see this because of what he's been doing with the Giants. But like Sam Darnold, you switch the team, maybe a new scenery, they just change up. So give Daniel Jones credit. Michael Pittman's been balling too, man. That's somebody who's been resurging as well, man. Michael Pittman's been balling, and that defense is nice. They've always had a really good O-line, and it's just getting better and better and better, keeping Jonathan Taylor protected for him to hit them gaps and just burst it. Hey, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. If they keep this up, I think they can make it far in the playoffs. I don't know if they're gonna make it to the Super Bowl, but they can make it far. Because I don't know. I think until the Chiefs get dethroned in the AFC, I think they're still always going to be the favorite. And then once the Bills, I think the Bills are going to make a trade before the trade deadline for a receiver. If they do, I look at them to be the second favorite, and then Colts is right there in the mix.
Yeah, I like that. And I have one more question coming out of this game right here, and I'll throw it over to you. After starting 4-1, the Chargers are 4-3 now. I think, or no, they were 4-0, weren't they, or something like that? I think they might.
Yeah, they were 4-0, and then they lost to, I think, the Rams.
Is it 3 in a row that they've lost? Hold on, let me check their schedule right now. And eerily,
oh wait, you talking about Chargers? Yeah, I'm thinking.
The Chargers were 3-0. And then they lost the Giants, the Commanders, and beat the Dolphins.
Well,
lost to the Colts. And oddly enough, Matt, we're missing a monkey in the
yeah. Right. Rally Chris, what the Chargers here? Where the fans at? Where the fans
at? And I got one more question. I want you to give me your.
The Chargers suck, yeah. Oh, okay.
I was gonna say non-biased opinion on this one, my friend. I gotta know: is it time for the Chargers fans to push the panic button? Because I'm smelling a little Trevor Lawrence coming from Herbert here, man. Because turnovers in the red zone, bro. You cannot be shooting your team in the red zone. What are your thoughts on Herbert, man?
I honestly still think Herbert is a definitely top 15 quarterback. Do I push the panic button? I don't think yet. I still think they can turn it around. Harbaugh is a really good coach. I think he can turn it around. They have been hit with an injury bug, so I got to give them that. But what team hasn't been hit with an injury bug? So, you got to fight through it, next man up. But I don't think you press the panic button yet. I still think they got time. That division is still up for grabs. The Chiefs losing those 3 games in a row really did hurt them by not being far ahead in that division. So I still think they're within arm's reach. So I don't press the panic button yet.
Okay, fair enough. At least I like the non-biased call.
T-Bird said Herbert is the most overrated QB in the league. You're being very, very disrespectful, T-Bird. Very disrespectful.
I think I've heard that before.
Hey, don't be so disrespectful, okay?
There you go. Now let's move on to your team, my friend, as they took on their rivals, the Redskins, who they should be taking on. You could call the highlights.
Well, first of all, let's check this play out right here.
The Cowboys. Yeah, how about them Cowboys, Matt? Let me hear your thoughts on this. 44-22. They are 2-1 at home now. They're not doing it on the road, but they get to 3-3. Can they improve on that defense? Because we've seen things happen. It comes down to that defense, man.
Can they improve that defense? Yes, they can. But they got to fire Mike Eberflus, get Max Crosby, and if they can't get Crosby, they got to get Henderson from the Bengals. That's the only way that you can improve it. I did like that Diggs didn't play because I think Diggs has been a very horrible player this year. It might be because of injuries, but he's definitely cost us a few games. So I will say this, though. Smoke and mirrors, man. The Washington didn't have Deebo Samuels. They didn't have their number one running back in Terry McLaurin, even though he hasn't played a lot this year. And they also didn't have Noah Brown. Who was Daniels going to throw it to? Their best option was Zach Ertz. Zach freaking Ertz.
Yeah.
Team Ertz. Do you want him back? I don't think so. So I'm not going to sit here and gloat that much. It was a great win. Very impressive. Definitely a pick-me-up after losing that bad against the Panthers. But let's keep it 100, though. Washington wasn't at full strength. And then Daniels got hurt late in the third quarter. That definitely didn't help their chances. But I'm not going to give them a pity party. I'm going to be celebrating. Thank you, Cowboys. To stop a team and only give up 22 points. That's still a lot of points, but we've been giving up 30. To give up 22 points and get a pick six, that definitely builds confidence. So, especially for this week coming up. So, I'm very happy for the win. I'm not going to sit here and gloat, though, because of all the factors in, but very happy.
I agree. I think Randy will be joining us here.
Is that Randy? Randy came just in time to talk good about my Cowboys. Hey.
Well, I think he's going to jump in when he's ready. So there you go.
Okay. All right. Perfect time.
We'll keep it like that. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Look, Washington played a better game, but you got to think about Washington too now, man. I know last year they were hitting on all cylinders. They surprised a lot of people, but they're getting older. Their defense is pretty old now, and they've had a lot of offensive injuries. But your Cowboys, bro, you're right. If they can get any kind of stops, like Tamir 20 said, they have one of the best, if not the best, offenses in the league. So you got to get some stops to be competitive. And again, 3-3 is not bad. It's not going to kill your season. 3-1, I should say. But you have some games where if they could get some defense, like this week's game is going to be tough. But if you can get past the Broncos, somehow pull off a victory, you guys got the next few games would be the Cardinals and Raiders, and then you got the Eagles. So that's your season right there. So if you guys come out of that 2-2, 3-2, or 3-1, I should say, you're in good shape. I think 3-1 most likely, but
3-1 for sure.
Yeah,
so that Broncos team is gonna be tough.
Whew, and we'll talk about that because that's the next game on the slate. Now, I said it last week, and I'll say it again. This should have been a walk in the park if the midget played. I know Tamir 20's been calling the Giants the midgets in the comments, but the real midget is the one that plays for Arizona. The joke of a franchise, the Angels of football. The Bidwells are just as bad as the Morenos. The Packers go to 4-1-1, while the Ricards continue to embarrass themselves in a good division. And they haven't even played a divisional opponent, I think. They played us in the Niners. I take that back. But they took 2 L's, and they're going to take a couple more here. I love their schedule moving forward. They are ass. So I'm looking forward to that.
Highly disrespectful.
Oh, yeah. So let's get into those highlights, shall we, from Arizona, where it was basically a home game for Green Bay. But Jacoby Brissett showed why he should be starting the rest. So Cardinals lose. But, man, look, let me just say, this is one of those games where I'll say it's not a moral victory, but they played their ass off, and they could have – I'm going to give the Cardinals credit behind Brissett because I think Brissett's a capable quarterback. I think he's gotten a raw deal over the years. He's always been like the in-between to the next quarterback. He was given a shot a couple times, but it just didn't work out with the teams around him. But, man, Matt, it's the same team that Murray was quarterbacking, and in 2 games, Brissett's putting up good yardage. If it isn't for the defense and some other crappy plays, the Cardinals win the last 2 games. So are the Cardinals, Matt, better with Brissett, or they waiting for their favorite dwarf to come back?
I want to say this, man. I think they're the same. Because think about it. Every game they lost was under 4 points or less. And this one too. They have not been blown out all year this year. And Kyler Murray was doing the same thing. Every game he lost, they only lost by 3 points, a field goal. And they gave up a couple of them late in the game. So I think they're about the same. Now, do we look better on TV with throwing the passes and he's a little taller? Sure, why not? But they're pretty much the same. I don't see him making any difference in the Kyler Murray being there. The Cardinals are just getting these unfortunate breaks, man. They're losing close games. So I just think if they can just have a huge lead, but even then, they lost to the Panthers or the Titans with Cam Ward late in the game. So I just think they just need to step on these opponents' necks early and keep their foot on the neck. Because if it's a close game, they're going to lose.
Now, one last question. Are the Packers – well, actually, I'm going to leave that alone because it's a Cardinal, so it doesn't count. Is the Ricards coach in jeopardy of being another fired coach along with the Tennessee Titans, Callahan, and
I think so.
At some point, McDaniels?
I think so because the Cardinals started off 2-0, and it could have been fool's gold, but they slid 5 straight games. And that's really about coaching. Certain calls, certain schemes and stuff like that could make you win those games. And being that they're so close, I think that has to do with coaching. I don't know if that's players, really. I think that has to do with coaching. So I think he definitely could be on the hot seat.
Okay. Now, after this one, real quick, before we break in, Dom, I have Dom's comments on this one. So we're going to get to the Sunday night football.
Must be Niners.
The Peacock game of the week featured the Falcons at Santa Clara taking on the Niners.
Dirty Birds.
The Niners would join the Rams at this point at 5-2 because Bijan Robinson would score a touchdown to make it 13-10, but this guy, you just can't tackle him. Look at that.
Look at that, man. Look at that. CMC, man.
That guy is 70% of their offense.
Oh.
There's Randy right there.
There's Randy.
So before I introduce Randy and get it going right here, I got to read off Dominic what he said as far as the comments right here. When he broke down the Niner game, I want to get to that. Where did he leave that? I think he left it in the unfiltered one.
He said, blah, 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 Niners win.
He said, fuck you, Atlanta. He said,
Randy.
He said the running game is back, baby. CMC looked good, renewed the National Running Backs Day, and it was help from George Kittle's return. His presence is and the O-line is so important. Defensively, what a way to step up without Warner. Even though it was off the field, his presence in the stands was huge. High praise for the linebackers who now have the keys to the castle. Keep up the dynamic intensity and clean penalty-free football. That's a key in this one too. They weren't penalized too much. But the disappointment, guys, for me, was it a disappointment to see the Falcons kind of lay an egg, so to speak, on Sunday Night Football on the road?
A little bit. But wasn't it Dom who said like the Falcons might be one of those teams where you don't know what they are? It's like they're this week, against a good team. Well, here we go against a good team, but then against a lousier team, although they did lose to the Panthers, remember?
That is true.
But don't get me wrong on my Panthers now. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Your Panthers now, Randy?
Well, always been my Panthers 3 weeks running, baby. Let's go.
They were your Panthers last week. You sticking with them?
Maybe.
Well, dude, outside of that road win against the Vikings, they haven't looked all that impressive on the road. They fall to 1-2. Offensively, I think we talked about this too, Randy and Matt. They just play better in Atlanta for whatever reason on that turf. They got it going, but not in Santa Clara. The Niners defense stepped up and played really good. And
someone should tell Atlanta there's road games too.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't just play good at home. That ain't gonna get you a playoff spot.
Facts. They're definitely Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Yeah. Definitely one of those teams, man. Mm-hmm. You don't know what to get.
Well, we should see Dr. Jekyll in a quick spoiler alert. They got the Dolphins at home next week.
Oh,
so bounce back week for ATL.
Oh, bounce back win, baby.
Go.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be on an island on that one.
Yeah, I will say this though. The Niners did really good shutting down Bijan. Outside of that touchdown run he had, he didn't really do much against them.
They didn't use Bijan that well at all, man.
No,
I was really disappointed.
So I'll give the Niners credit, and I also give them credit. He only has 40 yards rushing. That's not
insane,
Bijan.
Dude.
So they shut him down. So I'll give him that. Yep. And I will also say this too: when you lost your heart and soul in Fred Warner like you did last week, to give up only 10 points That's very impressive. That was very impressive. I got to give the Niners defense a big round of applause there because they stepped it up, man. They stepped it up big time. Next man up, and they definitely showed that even though they lost their, like I said, their heart and soul, they still can have a really good defensive gym. And they did 10 points. Atlanta's not those teams that's not going to score points. I mean, like I said, Bijan's one of the top running backs in the game. Penix, he can give you a couple of touchdowns here and there. He's a gunslinger, so give him credit. I'll give them that credit.
But like if he's only going to get 40 yards rushing, dude, wouldn't you get him more involved in the passing game?
Yeah, try to run screens and stuff.
Try to run screens.
Yeah, dude, the fucker can go.
He could. And I mean, look, I feel in this game the Niners, they didn't have much of a pass rush, but they blitzed and they put the pressure on Penix, and Penix was making bad decisions and was throwing in tight windows, and was lucky he wasn't picked off more, had more turnovers. So credit, yeah, I hate saying it, but do credit to the Niners on that one because I felt the Falcons could have played a lot better.
Yeah, Mateo, we get it. Bob Saleh, we get it. Yeah. Hey, how about you fire your head coach and put Bob Saleh in charge of it all? Let's see what it looks like, brother.
He's a great defensive coordinator. I don't know about coaching.
Now let's move on to the Monday night doubleheader. Probably the last one we'll ever see. This one was a good matchup on paper. But man, oh man, just like the Niners defense, we have to credit the Detroit Lions defense because god dang, they held the I guess the favorite to be MVP to not a good game.
Defense been looking good since Glenn left, eh?
Right? Let's see those highlights, shall we? Bucks at Lions on Monday night. Jared Goff hands the ball off and not even touched, dude. Look at that.
He got a 40,
ground.
230, 220, 10, 5, touchdown.
Yeah, and then right here, this is the Buccaneers all night. That outstretched play on fourth down would be.
I wish the Jets could do some shit like that. They just fucking curl up.
Look at that. Ooh,
that defense, bro.
That
defense.
They shut down the Lions 4 times on downs. So the Lions, the Lions shut down the Bucks 4 times on downs, guys. Surprising 24-9 victory.
I'm thinking, a little bit. I'm not. Now, hold on. I'm not saying that the Lions fucking fluked out a win here. I'm just saying that maybe you might want to get Baker some more help before shit gets a little out of hand. Because today showed you play one of them good teams, and that's one of the teams you'll have to see in the fucking postseason. And if you go in there riding with what you got, now I'm not like the Bucs could probably get away with maybe getting a wild card or maybe even win the division with what they got. But when they get to the postseason, it's fucking one and done, dude. I promise you that right now. They won't even get to see Detroit. So you might want to get them some fucking wide receiver help while you can. And there's plenty to be had because I'm pretty sure Mike Evans' days in Tampa Bay is done.
They said the stream crashed again.
God.
Are you serious? No, it didn't. Fuck you. We're live. Kiss my dick.
No, it says I see it on my thing right here too.
What?
Dude, I altered the videos too. I did exactly what
it says live on my end. I'm good.
We're live, but I don't think we're
yeah, I clicked on YouTube and it is not there.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm dead serious, bro. This sucks. I freaking hate YouTube, man. I see these fuckers do it all the time. I literally see them do it all the time. They're always saying, oh, like they have full-on highlights, bro. I just watched one this morning. Full-on highlights. Didn't even look like they changed anything. Why do we always get hit with the violations? Because even for like baseball, Randy, I want to be able to show highlights on the post-game show because I can grab them and use them, right?
The number one swimsuit brand on Amazon US.
Is it playing at all?
I'm going on YouTube right now. Let me see.
Yeah, let me see.
Stream unavailable.
Oh, it's back now.
It's back?
Yeah.
Is it?
Can you guys see us?
It just popped up right now. It just popped back.
I want to see if we get any comments or something. What the hell?
Well, I don't know why it does that shit, dude. I can't.
That's what I was telling you.
understand.
Remember that Football Digest, that guy I watched? Like, his shit don't ever look altered, dude. And I swear to God, that guy shows like fucking a minute and a half at a time.
Leave a comment, guys, if you can see us again.
See,
Yeah.
Randy, how the hell am I supposed to do that come
I'm back.
baseball season? Like, dude, that sucks, bro. It could bring so much more to the show. That's why I was trying on here because I like the flow of showing highlights.
Yeah.
That
I
is
don't think they can see it.
We're gonna have to put still pictures.
Fucking.
Bro, it's-
Oh, we're all right. I guess we're
Yeah.
gonna have to end this shit.
No, it's on. It's on right now.
It's
Oh,
on. I went back on YouTube. It's on.
but nobody's commenting.
Well, yeah, it's because some of them jumped off. I think everyone's watching over there on X, but
Oh wait.
Why is it my fault, Mateo?
Okay.
What I do?
All right. Hopefully, maybe they'll start coming. Damn,
yeah, it sucks.
that's some
bro.
bullshit. Fuck you, NFL.
So
It
I don't-
only crashed
and
when we
YouTube?
showed the Niners.
There's Teamer. All
We-
right, I
we
think we're
showed the
slowly
Niners
getting them
highlight,
back.
and it just went, bro.
They're slowly driving back in.
What do you think we should do moving forward? Just no highlights altogether. Just
I'm
leave
with
it alone.
teamwork. No highlights, man. Well, I mean, the highlights bring. I don't know. What you guys think? What do the fans think? What do the fans want?
Well, here's my thing, Randy. Real quick before we get into the last game, should it just be one of those things where we just make a picture and a box score, like show like the player of the game or something?
We did that back when we first started, Todd.
Yeah,
We just showed the picture with the final score, and then we talked about the highlights of the game, like the top plays or stuff like that.
I think we're gonna have to do that, bro. This I'm just so angry. I'm so angry because, like, again, last thing before we get to the game, Randy, and you said it too, and I saw so I thought I was onto something where I altered the video. If you noticed, I cropped it and I had it like twisted, and it shouldn't have been red. You know what I'm saying? So, fuck, dude. Again, these guys just are. I don't understand, bro. Anyway, let's move on to our last game. Let's go to the Seahawks and
Your team.
yeah, I'm trying to collect myself against
Collect your thoughts, Todd. Collect your thoughts, man.
Houston.
Let's get back on this track, brother.
Trying to. Okay, so listen, I'll just say this about the Seahawks getting the victory. It was ugly. The Seahawks did not score in the second and the fourth quarter. By far the worst game for Darnold this year. He fumbled and gave a touchdown in the end zone to the Texans. They did not run the ball effectively, although they had 2 rushing touchdowns. Jackson Smith and Jigba is playing out of his mind.
Out of his mind.
But you got outside of Barnes, the tight end, you got nobody else. Cooper Kupp sucks.
Stop it.
He sucks, and it's
Stop
a waste
it.
of a
Trade
contract.
you Will McDonald for him.
You can have him. Look,
You,
dude,
you don't like Cooper
For real?
Kupp on your
I
team?
hate Cooper Kupp.
No,
Dude,
I'm
he-
talking about the other cat.
Well, no. No,
Jigba?
no.
Oh.
No, you could take Cooper Kupp.
Dude,
No, I
Cooper
want
had
him. I
one
want
good
the- I
game.
want the-
I
I
just
want
think
Garrett
that-
Wilson's teammate from college.
Bro, well, I'll just tell you this. Cooper Kupp, like, he's good for 1 catch a game. That's it. And I will say this, they had 4 turnovers in the game, and they should have lost the game. They had 4 turnovers to 1 that Houston gave up. But the key in this game was not the offense. The pass rush was out of its mind. When the LOB was in its prime, the LOB set up the careers of that defensive line because they took away the receivers, and the D line eventually crashed on the quarterback. This time around, with missing the 2 starting safeties and a starting cornerback, it was the pass rush setting up the corners and helping the safeties. Dude, they were rushing 4 men and getting to the quarterback left and right. CJ Stroud is having a junior slump, guys. And that's the last thing I'll say on this one, dude. Like, Seattle won an ugly ass game. Oh, and D'Amico Ryans. Okay, here, I don't know if he caught this at the end of the game.
Talk to him.
So Seattle had an 8-point lead. They had to punt because they went ultra conservative. The Texans scored a touchdown.
Mhm.
And so what happened was the Texans, if they got a stop, they had the 2-minute warning and 1 timeout left.
Mhm.
I was thinking they're going to probably onside kick it, but D'Amico Ryans is like, no, let's kick off. You got to kick it out of the end zone, right? No, they kick off short. Seattle runs out to the 10 seconds by running around to the 2-minute warning. They
Mhm.
lost the timeout and get no shot at the ball because on third down, when they stop Seattle, they have 30 seconds left. One of their guys pancakes one of the Seahawks, and it's an automatic first down. Guys, Texans, they're playing undisciplined. Their offense looks like shit. Where is this team in a Colts division right now?
Oh, they're definitely looking outside of the playoffs. I don't think they can turn it around and catch up to the Colts. Now, I don't even think they can make a wild card because the AFC is starting to pick up a little bit and they're a lot better. So for this year, sophomore slump season for CJ, they are definitely going to be out the playoffs looking at. I think this is his third year, right?
Who? Yeah, this is third year.
Yeah, third year. No sophomore slump. Yeah, he's just slumping. So, yeah. They're going to be outside the playoffs looking in. And then Nico Collins got a concussion that game. He's out. We'll see what's his status with the concussion protocol. I will say this, though. You're very disrespectful to Cooper Kupp. That man's a legend. Okay. He can turn it around. They throwing it to Njigba. Of course he ain't going to have great games, Todd. You know that. You say one nice thing about Cooper Kupp, Todd.
Randy, your turn.
That's pretty nice.
Very nice.
I'm curious. Are the Niners known for penalties on defense?
Yes.
Oh, that makes fucking sense. I mean, Bob Saleh goes to be a head coach, and his team is so undisciplined. Then you got D'Amico Ryans over there now, a head coach in Houston, and they're really undisciplined. I don't get it, man. Like, yeah, the Niners are a good fucking team, but damn, dude, they're. I would not. I'm just gonna say I would not want anything from their fucking coaching tree. Sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
I will say I have a question for you, Todd, real quick. We're gonna move on.
Proof's in the pudding.
Do you think Seattle can get back to that Legion of Boom era with the defense? Because your defense looked really good this year. It ain't LOB status, but it's definitely looking good. Well improved. Do you think you can get to that status again?
No, that'll never be rivaled. But I think the defensive line, if they keep drafting like this, because obviously they've got some veterans. They got DeMarcus Lawrence, as you know. They've got Williams and they've got Bryant. They've got some dogs up there, and also Jared Reed. So those are 4 really good defensive ends and defensive tackles, but they're going to need to get for the future too. And I think they help the secondary. I think the defense is where it's going. It's going to be heavy with McDaniel, but I'm more impressed with the offensive line. Even though they haven't run the ball good, they've pass protected really good for Darnold. That's helped the team. But I don't think they're Super Bowl caliber. Like some people are jumping on that bandwagon.
They're a top 5 team though.
They're a team that could win that division. But I think as far as winning one game in the playoffs would be a feat. I don't think they can go to the championship or Super Bowl, but
I wouldn't say Legion of Boom. I mean, that'd be hard. You don't have the players to fucking recreate that. I'm not saying your players right now suck and they're really good, but the Legion of Boom, not only was it a mentality, it was a fucking playing style, man. Those guys went out there and knocked your fucking teeth out, dude.
Yeah.
And while I'm not saying like these guys are softies right now, I don't know, man. These guys aren't the Richard Shermans, and I forget who the other fucking guy was. Who was that? The other corner
Earl
for the
Thomas.
Seattle. Thomas.
I can't think of his name. Earl Thomas.
Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like the Legion of Boom was not only a mindset; it was a fucking playing style.
Yeah,
it was to go out there,
pretty good back then.
Knock you the fuck out, bro, and then talk shit when they were done. Dude.
I hate that. I'm not gonna lie. I hated the Cam Chancellor. There's
Cam Chancellor. That's the one
I hated your LOB.
Thank you, Omar. Man. Thank you.
I hated your
Earl Thomas. I mean, he completed it, man. It was just fucking those 3. God bless it, brother.
Yeah, they were awesome.
Jealous. And I had Antonio Cromartie and fucking Revis, dude. But damn, dude, that's a hell of a trio to back in your defense, bro.
Sure is. But last thing I'll say on this before we move on, I want to get to the standings real quick in football before we get to our standings. Right now, the Patriots are 5-2, along with Buffalo at 4-2 in that division. Buffalo coming off the bye this week. Pittsburgh has a 1-game lead or 1.5 game lead on Cincinnati. Pittsburgh's 4-2. Cincinnati's 3-4. Indianapolis is 6-1. The Jacksonville Jaguars are 4-3. Then in the West, you have the Chargers down a game to the Denver Broncos, who are 5-2. Along with the Chargers, the Chiefs are 4-3. The Eagles are in first place, 5-2. The Cowboys are in second, 3-1. Packers are 4-1 with the Detroit Lions right behind them at 5-2. Also, the Chicago Bears 4-2. Tampa Bay's 5-2 with the Panthers right behind them at 4-3. And then the best division in football that has the 3 best teams in the NFC, and it seems, minus that minor league team. You got the Niners 5-2, the Seahawks 5-2, the Rams 5-2, and then you got the lowly Ricards at 2-5. So interesting stuff as we are vast.
Cardinals going to come back, win that division. Watch.
I have a better chance of transitioning into a woman than the Cardinals winning that.
I can see that.
You got the height.
And you, Matt.
Come here, Auntie Todd. Let me give you a hug.
If I transition, I'm gonna go make $80,000 a year in the WNBA. So there you go.
Damn, they make that much?
That's very disrespectful.
Fuck, I might go Joanna man it up now. Shit.
Right? All right, let's
no
move.
bias. Who wins the NFC West?
Hawks.
Yeah, I think the Hawks.
I think the Rams.
Yeah,
I think Rams.
I can see
Why
that
always
too.
gotta be different? Damn Cowboys fans.
All right, so Randy, let's get the Pick'ems timer up there, and let me jump this in here because maybe YouTube won't flag us for using this, Randy. Big shout out to YouTube. Fuck you.
I'll be right back. Do your thing, and I'll be right back.
All right, so we're gonna go over this the records real quick before we jump into the picks. Where was that? I know I had it with Randy right here. He had messaged me. Let's see. We have Omar at 13-2. Ron was at 11-4. Mario 11-4. Eric 10-5. Matt 10-5. In the butthole. Mateo 10-5. First time in a long time he was in the butthole. And then the Dominator won last week. He went to 13-2.
That's pretty
Todd,
good.
10-5. Matt 9-6. And Randy holding up the butthole in last place, 8-7. So there you go right there. Let's jump over to let's see, where did it go here?
I'm back.
He's back. So I just went over the records. I have Dom's picks here, so I'll throw his in there when we finish with yours, Randy. So let's start that 20 seconds after this. The Vikings and Chargers kick off week 8 from Los Angeles SoFi. Tickets going as low as $29.
That's cheap.
Look for a lot of what Matt's wearing, purple in the crowd.
Purple
Chargers are 3.5-point favorites. 44.5 is your total points. Let me get that 20 seconds.
20.
Oops.
Listen, if Herbert was facing another quarterback, and I mean any other quarterback, I would take the Vikings with that defense. But he's facing a guy who's way past his prime, and I don't like him at all in this one. I do like the Chargers to have to bounce back against the Vikings. I mean, this is a must-win game. Give me the Chargers.
All right, Maddie.
You know, originally when I saw this on paper, I picked the Vikings because I don't like the Chargers. Not just that, because I thought the Vikings would win. However, the way the Eagles beat up Carson Wentz, he's questionable, and Max Brommer is their backup quarterback. And I don't even know who that is, and he ain't worth me picking.
I
So give me the Chargers.
All right, 2 for the Chargers. Who's Dom got? Oh, you're going to do it after mine, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Oh, God. Give me that 20. All right. Well, I know one thing. Fuck you, Minnesota. I ain't picking you this week just because I'm fucking mad. And I think the Chargers are going to have a bounce back week at home on prime time. So give me the Chargers 23-14. to 14.
No 24.
Okay. Dominique disagrees with us.
What happened?
Dominique is on Lonely Island himself. He's picking the Vikings. Yeah, he thinks the Vikings.
If Carson Wentz played, I would have picked the Vikings, but I don't think he's playing.
Well, we'll see about that. Let's move on to now the Falcons. 3-3, 2-1 at home. They host the 1-6 Dolphins. Does McDaniels get fired every week is the question. Tickets going as low as $84. Atlanta is a 7.5-point favorite. Total points is 44.5. So let's get that 20 seconds, Randy.
20.
I think the highlights for the Dolphins, whether they start Ewer or concussion, is going to be McDaniel's socks not being worn once again. And I like the Falcons to run roughshod over them. I like 27-7 Atlanta.
You really gonna give it?
Damn.
I mean, Philly.
All right, Maddie.
Dolphins 7 points. So disrespectful. You're so disrespectful, Ty. I'm gonna give him at least 10.
I don't know. Todd might sound like he knows ball.
But all seriousness, Atlanta's going to win. I think this is going to be the week McDaniels get fired because they're going to get blown out. So give me the Falcons.
Yeah, I don't need no fucking 20 seconds. Give me the Falcons 21-12.
Ooh.
See, that's more respectable, Todd. That's more respectable. You get it, Evan.
Well, Dom seems to
I love
agree.
Todd's fucking number. That was great.
Dom agrees. It's across the board Falcons. He goes with the Falcons as well.
We all know ball on this one.
Exactly. Now we know this. The Who Gives a Fuck game of the week goes to.
Damn, got there early.
We sure did. It's a CBS game. Jets. Jets.
Yeah.
They waddle into Cincinnati to take on the 3-4 Bengals. $75 is your lowest ticket. 56.
Why are you happy, Randy?
And a chance of sprinkles. Cincinnati's a touchdown favorite. 44.5 is your total. I'll just say it plain out and simple. Give me that 20 seconds.
Oh, you need 20.
You need 20 seconds.
I need 20. Look, I would give the Jets a chance if Tyrod Taylor was playing in this game. I think the Jets do play good enough defense to struggle or to force Flacco to pass because
I think he is playing.
He is. Well, I still give him a chance. Bengals, they'll walk away with a close victory. Matt.
All right, Maddie.
I honestly think the Jets can win and might win this game. Randy, you stop that. I'm giving your team credit. Look, the Bengals ain't that great, and Joe Flacco is 47, maybe 57. The Jets are young, and they can get to him. However, I'm not going to pick the Jets because I just can't. Give me the Bengals.
Randy.
This is where I think the Jets fuck it all up.
Win a stupid game against the Bengals and fuck ourselves out of a number one pick. Give me the Jets 12-10.
I knew it. I knew Randy was going to do it.
You know, Randy didn't even give the total points at 24. He made 12-10.
12-10 is disgusting.
That's a change, man. Oh my God. So he's on an island because Dominic picked the Bengals. So
you know what happens?
Fucking show.
Hey, you know what happens when Randy's on the island? You know what happens when you're on the island, Randy? You actually win.
I'm like 500.
Dude.
He's an island boy.
Oh, no.
Next game, we move to New England, where all of a sudden, this is one of the hottest tickets in the NFL. Tickets going as low as $187.
Hey,
Patriots are 5-2, but they are 1-2 at home. Browns are 2-5, but they are 0-3 on the road. New England's a 6.5-point favorite, a low total points of 40.5, 52 degrees, and sunshine. 20 seconds real quick with this one. The Browns have still, in my opinion, not let Dylan get loose and open up the playbook. With that being said, the Browns will stay in this game because of their defense, but this is a key game for Drake May to make some plays in it. He's 12 touchdowns, 2 picks. I think he makes that continue and has another solid game to beat the Browns.
I'm Maddie.
I think this is going to be a very challenging game for Drake May because of the Browns' defense. Their defense is actually still pretty good. So this is going to be a good test for Drake May, realistically. However, I don't think the Browns' offense is challenging enough. So give me the Patriots to win this one in a close one.
Randy.
Randy, what you got, Randy? You getting quiet. Come on, Randy. Don't do it. Don't you do it.
I got a feeling that Drake May is going to have a crazy, borderline bad week against a Browns defense. The Browns are hyped up after winning this week. Give me the Browns 21-20.
He picked the Browns. Oh.
What?
He's an island boy.
He's an island boy.
Because Dominique can pick the Patriots.
Oh, he's on the island.
Losers.
Oh my gosh, this might be bad, Randy. I don't know.
This might be.
Oh, man, I swear to God, if I win this week, I'm daddy forever.
You
He's
definitely
mid-season
gonna be
daddy for sure.
Yeah.
Now let's move to Fox, where the Super Bowl champions are 5-2, 2-1 at home versus the Giants, who are 2-5, 0-4 on the road. Tickets for the Super Bowl champions are going as low as $268, 59 degrees and cloudy. Eagles are a 7.5-point favorite. 44.5 is your total points. Give me that 20 seconds. This is a very, very young Giants team. I think they will keep it close for a half. And I think the Eagles open it up. They finally get the run game going, and they put it to the Giants. Learning experience for the Giants nonetheless, but the Eagles do get that revenge, like Tamir 20 said earlier in the show.
All right, Maddie.
You know, I hate picking the Eagles. I do. Because you know how I feel about them. But I just can't see the Eagles losing 2 games to the Giants. I just can't do it. I think that first game was a fluke, and they caught them off guard. And I think the Eagles say, you know what, we got something for you, little bro, and just put them paws on them. Give me the Eagles. I swear to God, Randy, if you do it again. Randy.
Was it a fluke? Because I tell you, the Eagles, man, they score a couple of points and they just completely shut the fuck down. So
you know
guess what? I
Randy.
think it happens again. Give me the Giants 27-20. Whoa!
Either he gonna be really good this year. This week, Todd, he's either gonna be undefeated or he gonna be in the toilet bowl.
And Dominique for the third,
got lucky this week, baby. They got lucky
for the third game in a row. He's an island boy.
He's an island boy.
He's just trying to make it. Dominique goes with the Eagles.
Randy,
losers.
Got that cup, son.
Damn, like I say, he's gonna torch us, Matt, or we're gonna blow him out.
Hey, he gonna remember this show and then go back and like, yo, I picked them.
Yeah, he's like, and that's where he fucked up.
I'm gonna be wishing us the 2026 season where I'm paying $1 a fucking change the pick.
Randy. Wait, what Peter Griffin say? Randy.
Oh yeah, Randy. Oh my gosh. Even Tamir 20 is like, he's gonna be in the butthole again.
Oh, he's starting up.
Ooh, I'm gonna clip this. Hold on, let's put it in. Read it.
Flip it.
Randy's gonna be in the butthole position.
Definitely gonna be in the butthole position.
Just in case, I'm gonna clip that.
Okay.
Dom said the same thing. You just didn't hear it.
All right. So the next game is the Bears
Bears.
4-2 going into Baltimore. Baltimore is 1-5, 1-3 at home. $77 is the lowest ticket. Baltimore, despite that, is 6.5-point favorites because
scary.
Lamar Jackson is going to play.
I was just
49.5 is your total points right there. So give me that 20 seconds. I like Caleb Williams and the Bears to lose. Listen, they have been playing decent in the 4-game win streak, but I think that stops today. The Ravens realize that they can win a game here. Chris Henry has a nice game. Bears get shut down, but keep it relatively close. 20-10 is my prediction. Ravens.
All right, Maddie.
You know, this was a hard one for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to say the Bears, but Vegas got to know something. I think Lamar Jackson started for them to be a 6.5 favorite, being at 1-6. So I'm going to pick the Ravens in this one, but it's going to be a close one. You ready, Ravens?
2 for the Ravens.
Randy.
Uh-oh. There's that look.
Get that look. I swear to God, Randy, you don't do it. Don't do it, Randy.
I don't know. I got a feeling old Lamar can be a tad bit rusty. The Ravens are reeling a little bit. They're down. The Bears are up. Bears 24-22.
Wait, Dot. Hold on, Dot. Is he
Why
an
don't you
island
clap
boy?
after everyone?
Is he an island boy?
No, he's not. What? Dominic picked the Bears.
Dom knows ball.
What?
I was about to sing it, but Dom picked the Bears. The Bears.
And look, I think the Bears would win, but I don't know. I think Lamar Jackson's playing, man.
Damn
And
it. Mario, why you missed this show?
I know.
That'll move us on to the Bills. 4-2 playing the surprising Panthers 4-3.
I swear to God.
Panthers are 3-0. They are 3-0 at
I
home.
swear.
Tickets going as low as $182, 67 degrees, partly cloudy. Bills are 7.5-point favorites. So give me that quick 20 seconds. I know the Bills coming off a loss. They don't take kindly to those.
Mm-hmm.
I like Josh Allen in the offense to get the job done, but something tells me the Panthers show them a little something for a while, but the Bills get the job done. So give me Buffalo on the road to go to 5-2.
Mm-hmm. See, I already knew who you were gonna pick. I already knew who you were gonna pick, Todd. I already know. And you guys already know who I'm gonna pick. Give me them 20 seconds, Randy.
All right, Maddie.
Give me the Bills. I think the Bills are mad that they lost to the Falcons. They went to a bye week, fresh, rejuvenated. They're ready for this Panthers. I think Panthers are definitely one of those fluke teams that has gotten lucky with their schedule. We're going to see what they do against the Bills. So give me the Bills in a blowout. I swear to God, Randy. I swear to God, Randy. I'm waiting for your pick, Randy.
Uh-oh.
Don't give me them Terminator eyes.
Is he going to do that look again?
Don't do me them turn.
I'm a little frozen here.
Oh, he's
Just 1 second.
that would explain the head lead. I was like, man, he's being dramatic right here.
I think.
All right. My bad.
Don't do it, Randy. Don't do it. I know you like the Panthers, Randy, but don't do it.
The Panthers have the better defense, and I think it's going to come down to defense, but I think some points are going to be scored. 4-0, give me the Panthers 21-20.
Oh my God. Oh, please tell me he's an island boy.
Because he's an island boy. He's trying to make it. He's an island boy. Yes, he is.
What in the world?
Dominic goes with the Bills. Man, you're on an island with all
You
these
are
picks,
on an
man.
island. I swear.
Beat everyone's ass this
I'll
week,
tell you right
baby.
now, Todd. Hey, clip this. If Randy wins this week, we're going to play the lotto. I'm telling you right now.
Okay, but if he loses most of these island games,
We're
Matt,
not picking the lotto.
I'm going to make a chat GBT of Randy on like one of those little circular islands with one like palm tree and a coconut. Because that's where he's at. He's in the middle of the fucking ocean.
He's got like 5 islands.
This is a little stub for an
We
island,
ain't even
dude.
halfway done. Jesus.
All right, next game right here, because this could be the week either Randy won the damn thing or lost the damn thing.
He's gonna look like Tom McVay this week if he wins.
Next game is going to be the Niners, 5-2, riddled with injuries. It's a joke, right? Until they get on the field and the good coaching prevails. Niners have been winning despite all the injuries. Tickets go as low as 175 in Houston. Houston, fresh off the loss to the Seahawks. Houston, although, is a 1.5 point favorite, 41.5. Give me the 20 seconds, Randy.
20.
Look, if Purdy starts, fine. If the other dude starts, Mac Jones starts, I think that's even better. Niners are starting to get a little healthy. I just don't have any faith in the Texans, man. I think the Texans will go out of 3 games against the NFC West so far because they haven't played the recards. They'll win that one, but they're going to be 0-3.
I'm Maddie.
I'm worried because why would Vegas favor them and give them 1.5? I know it's a home field advantage. You get 3 points, but something's telling me Vegas might know something. And I think it's going to be a very close game, but I'm going to give Niners to edge it out. So give me the Niners to win in a close one by a field.
Uh-oh, where did Randy go?
Randy, what you do? Don't tell me you're going. Don't tell me you're picking the Texans. Don't.
Well, no, give me the San Francisco 49ers 24-14.
I thought he was going to do it again. It ain't no way Dom's on Island. There's no way.
My heart skipped a beat on that one, but it's a clean sweep.
I thought he left.
Yeah. I was like, man. I'll be like, that island is not tropical anymore. He's headed towards Antarctica. You know? But damn, it's a clean sweep. Dominique picked the Niners.
Of course, Dom picked the Niners.
Now we can go to the game, which we should title the best bang for your buck. Meaning, if you're in the Louisiana area and you want to go to an NFL football game, it's going to cost you less than a supersized combo at McDonald's, because the $24 to get you in to watch Baker Mayfield, I think, is worth it. Buccaneers 5-2 versus the Saints 1-6. Tampa Bay only a 3.5 point favorite. That's weird. You got to bet the over in this one. I don't need the 20 seconds on this one, Randy. I like Baker Mayfield and the Bucs to just take it out on the Saints.
You need 20, Maddie?
I really don't. Give me the Bucs. This is an easy one. Randy. I know you didn't freeze.
Did he freeze? Now he's just teasing us.
It's funny though.
I think the Bucs might be reeling after that loss. They got no real weapons. Give me the Saints 23-17.
Oh, I know he on the island. There ain't no way. Really, Randy?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
You're drifting away because you're an island boy. He's going to sink in the middle of the ocean or starve to death because of no food. Oh, my God.
Y'all are gonna be hate life when I'm fucking the leader next week, baby.
I promise you.
Especially when I go from fucking third to first place overall. That'd be crazy.
I'm telling you, Todd, we gotta check what's in that cup. Look at his, he's drinking it too smooth. That was too smooth.
That's some freaking moonshine.
Oh man, there's something in there. That's that outer space stuff.
Let's move
ice
on.
Water which runs through my veins.
Now let's move on to what could be a very sneaky good game, and I'm not being sarcastic. Dallas Cowboys taking on the Broncos. Cowboys 3-1, but do they have the defense to stop Bo Nix? Bo Nix and the Broncos are undefeated at home, and because the Cowboys don't come to Denver very often, Denver is charging just $312 for nosebleed tickets. Denver is, and they're 3.5 point favorites on top of it. 51.5 is
I
your
see that.
total point score.
I can see that. I can definitely see that.
So in this one, let me get that 20 seconds. I am going to take a chance. I say the Cowboys win in an upset in Denver. I think the Cowboys get a W on the road in Denver.
Todd,
I final answer.
so are you being for real?
I'll be for real.
All right, Maddie.
Give me that 20. Now you know I'm a big time Cowboys fan, Todd. Randy, everybody know that. It's just a big time. We not beating the Broncos. In Denver, the Mile House City, we don't go there that often. That atmosphere, I've been to Denver. The air is no air. Give me the Broncos, man. All right. Give me the Broncos. Our defense is horrible.
Damn, I guess I don't even get to be dramatic. Yeah, I got the Broncos too, 30-29.
Uh-oh. I think Todd's on the island, and I'm shocked. Now I wish you went, Todd.
See, I'm not Randy. I'm not a Caribbean island right now. I'm not way the fuck out there. I'm more like Catalina Island on this one because I'm an island boy. I'm barely off the coast.
Yeah, I'm not biased. I mean, I'm non-biased. I know how to pick against my team.
Dom went with the Broncos, so yeah, I'm an island
That's
boy.
a smart answer.
Man.
Now
I wish you were right, Todd. I definitely wish you're right.
Well, maybe I will be, and you could be like, hell yeah. So now we have 3 games, or actually 3 games left, but one last one for CBS, and that is Touchdown Titans, which I don't think you'll hear much of this week when they go to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. 6-1 versus 1-6. Tickets going as low as $47. The blowout point spread from Vegas is 14.5 for the Colts.
Do you really need 20 seconds, Todd?
Colts hammered them. I mean, this is a blowout.
I don't need 20 seconds, but Randy's already looking. Randy's looking. So you know who I'm picking. The Colts in the blowout. Randy.
He absolutely can't.
Randy. No.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Really?
You think I'd pick against my Colts against the Titans? Come on, fuck no, for fuck's sake. Give me the Colts 31-9.
Dang, I really thought you were going to say 0.
That's actually
the Colts yet, baby.
That's actually very generous.
Very generous.
But we're on another clean sweep right here where everyone got the Colts.
Oh, sorry.
So now to the Peacock game of the week.
This might be the game of the week.
Green Bay Packers 4-1-1. They are 1-1-1 on the road. Go to Pittsburgh to take on them Steelers. Steelers 4-2, 2-1. Aaron Rodgers' second game versus former team. I think he played with the Jets last year, right? Or did he?
Mm-hmm.
He did. Okay.
Something like that.
Didn't he get hurt that game? The first game of the season or something?
Well, that was the first year.
Oh, yeah, the first year. You're right.
So Pittsburgh is going to be cloudy, 56 degrees. Tickets going as low as $228. Green Bay is a 3.5-point road. What is it? Favored right there. 44.5 is your total points. 20 seconds right here. Packers didn't play all that great defensively or offensively, you think about it, in Arizona, but I do think they picked their game up. If this game comes down to a field goal or a penalty, give me the Steelers, but I don't think it will. I think Green Bay wins the revenge game and puts the Steelers into some trouble, defeating the Steelers.
All right, Maddie.
You know, Aaron Rodgers used to always carve my team up back when he was with the Packers, and I don't know, he just gets excited for certain games, man. And I think he's going to get excited against this team. You know, playing against your former team at home.
He's been wanting this for a couple of years now.
For a long time. Give me the Steelers to win this.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? I like the Steelers in this one, in a close one. Field goal game, 24-21.
I am not an island boy. I'm still on Catalina. Green Bay Packers are the Dominique's pick. So he's going
Okay,
with
me against
Sucker.
tag team match. Me and Randy against
Woo!
Let's do it.
Dominique will start the match against Randy. Me and you will be on the
Aw,
turnbuckle,
fuck.
like tag me in, tag me in.
Bubba Ray and Devo.
My
yeah.
ass kicked.
Now we move on to a game that could be a stinker. Could be. Although Jaden Daniels is not
it's
ruled
gonna be a
out for the game, he's possible to play. The slumping Commanders of Washington of Redskins are 3-4, 1-3 on the road. The Chiefs are resurging at 4-3, 3-1 at home. The Chiefs, despite if Jaden Daniels plays or not, a 10.5-point favorite. Also, tickets going as low as $134. Give me that 20 seconds. I'm gonna stick to my assumption of, or my I'm gonna stick to my prognosis. I can't talk tonight about the. Shut up, Matt. Shut up. Fuck it. Give me the Chiefs to get 10 points or more. Fuck you. Whatever. Chiefs 34-17.
That man said a whole 20 seconds of nothing. I'm oh my god!
Tag me in, Dom. Tag me in.
Tag me in, Randy.
Smack.
I don't
20,
need 20
baby.
seconds, Randy.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't need 20 seconds. Give me the Chiefs.
I need your points on there.
Oh, dang. What, they put up 31 last week against the Raiders? Yeah, I can see them putting up 31 more against. No, I'm 34-7.
I had 34-17, so you got 34-7.
Yeah.
All right, Randy.
No, no, Randy. Mm-mm.
You know, I love my Commanders. But them Chiefs are hot right now, so give me the Chiefs. 24-16.
Okay, respectable.
All right. And then Dominic also goes with the Chiefs 31-20, so 51 total points for him.
Man, that is a straight up winning week right there, folks. Look at all them winners.
Randy is on the island at least 5 or 6 times.
I think it's 5 I counted. So
Jesus.
Man, there's 5-0 right there.
Jesus.
Shit.
I don't know about all that. But we'll see what happens.
So, while we're here, let me
Yes.
go ahead and go up here.
Yes.
I did this before I got on. Real quick, Todd's already read all this. As you see, those are this week's standings, as well as the viewers. All right, now
Omar did good.
over to the overall. Not much has changed. I think Mario and Matt switched places again.
Team Bear catching up.
Yeah, everything stays the same. Rob's, I mean, he's still right back in it. He had a good week. He went 11-4 this week. So, I mean, he's keeping it in there even after having that real bad week. But as we go over to the host division, things have changed, folks.
Oh, man.
Things
I lost-
have changed,
I lost my
folks.
5-game lead.
But you're still tied for first. It's just Dominic with the better record this week takes the overall. I'm right there behind you, and I swear to God, this is the week I take it, baby. This is the week I take it. And Maddie, brother, I think you're there for the season.
I think I'm there for the season. I'm too far back behind.
Randy, I will say this, though, respectfully. You're either going to jump us or you're going to be, or Matt might jump you.
Oh, that would suck.
Dude, if I do,
I don't know if he
Flip it.
can, really.
flip it.
Not yet.
No, I'm
anyway.
too
I'd
far
have to have
back.
a really bad week, and then you never know.
You might be kicking yourself, man. You might be like, man, this was the worst week to do it. You're that close. You're not that far behind, Randy. But those 5 games, let's just say in a perfect world, You win those 5 games, you're in first place, buddy.
Easily.
You don't want this smoke next week, babe. You better hope this shit don't come.
If Randy go undefeated this week, or even like lose 2 games,
Can you imagine an undefeated week on this fucking week?
no.
That's
Man.
insane.
As Papa Mesky would say, no.
No, that's gonna happen. No, man.
That you definitely don't want that. I swear to God, everyone, I'll be the only motherfucker on the show. Everybody have plans next week. I guarantee you. Dom's, everybody be at the Ducks game next week.
Oh yeah,
I don't even think Maddie's a Ducks fan. He'll be at the Ducks game.
yeah.
I'll be there with purple jersey and everything.
I'll just say this right now, man. There is no more videos. I'm done with that shit until we actually.
I can tell that messed you up, Todd.
Yeah, that pissed me off, man. So,
Hey, Mateo, you being mean.
so with that being said, everybody, final thoughts for me before we get into your guys' final thoughts. We appreciate you being on, and if you're watching this for the first time, we hope you like, subscribe, and most importantly, share to anyone that's a football fan. So that would help us out. So, Matt, Randy, any final thoughts?
My final thought is Randy's either going to be a great genius next week, or we're going to find out what really happened. And thank you, everybody, for joining in. Sorry about the getting crashed earlier, but it happens.
Yeah. Looking forward to rubbing this one in everybody's face next week. But just make sure you hit that like and subscribe button on the way out. But other than that, thanks for joining us, and we will see you next Tuesday.